If I ask you what is motivation, then what would you say to me? Some people might say that when you see those Instagram influencers, driving Lamborghinis, spending time in, expensive villas, luxury life, and you get that energy in yourself. You feel like, okay, you can also do it. And then you start to work. That is motivation. I don't really believe that it is real motivation, because the real motivation comes from your inside. If your motivation is coming from outside, then I'm sorry, it's not real. It's fake. Because you know what? It's temporary. It just comes and it goes. When you watch someone on YouTube, Instagram, or where you see that they're making a lot of money on Instagram Reels or on YouTube videos, and you get that energy in yourself that, okay, I'll do, these good things from tomorrow. I'll quit every bad thing I have in myself. But attention span of people in today's world is non-existent. And most of the people who are watching this video will never watch the video, till the end, because they don't really have that thing inside them that they can sit and watch a raw video without any editing or without any sound effects or something. When you feel that energy in yourself that, okay, yeah, I can do this, I can achieve that goal by doing certain things, then of course you can. I'm not saying it's impossible, but the thing is, that feeling is very dangerous, because once you trap yourself in that cycle of getting that energy, losing that energy, getting it again, losing it again, getting it again, losing it again, then it's just a fucking trap that you need to get out of. As this way, you'll never grow. You'll go 2 steps up, 2 steps down, 2 steps up, down, up, down, and you'll be trapped in this forever. So that's why you need to stay away from this external motivation then. So now you might ask me that, how do I get this motivation? Where do I get it from? If I come in front of you and I start speaking like Andrew Tate, of course it can give you motivation. Of course it's a good thing. And to be honest, Andrew Tate is doing a great job giving his best to motivate the youth. Real problem is that the youth is just fucking messed up. The youth doesn't really want to grow, to be honest. Inside they're like, okay, I'll be on that big level one day, but they never really work for it. And even if they start working, they just get bored in a few days or even in a few weeks, and they just stop that. And they just get that motivation again and again and get trapped in what I call the fake motivation cycle. And to be honest, you need to get out of this thing, because personally it even trapped me in the past. So I know how it feels to be in that situation. And if you want to get out of that situation, then there are a lot of ways. First of all, I want to make this clear that if you're not motivated internally, then no external motivation can help you. But if you are motivated from inside, then external motivation will work as kind of a catalyst to enhance your motivation. And in most cases, you'll never need that external motivation because you have that inside you. Why do you need something from someone else if you already have abundance of that thing? But now you might be wondering, how do you get that internal motivation? You need that motivation inside yourself. For example, Elon Musk, you know what? He faced a lot of challenges in his childhood. He had a really bad relationship with his father, and still he came up to change the whole world because he had that passion in himself that I want to do something really big. I want to change the whole world. And if you can't really find it, just set a goal for yourself, a thing that motivates you a lot. Because my personal long-term goal is to help millions of people and change the lives of many people, as many as I can, and also revolutionize this education thing, because I've personally faced a lot of challenges with this. What they teach us in school, it's just 90% bullshit. Why should I care about some random reverse that I can just Google and find? Education in the schools is not education. It's all about who can remember the most. I'll make a separate video on this for sure, but let's come back to motivation. Elon Musk had this internal motivation thing that he wants to change the whole world, and this internal motivation in myself that I just told you really motivates me to do anything. When I just feel low, when I feel there are like times I feel alone, so at those times I just look at this stuff. Okay, I want to be like this. I want to be someone who has done all those big things in his life. Once I have that clear thing in my mind, I don't need any external motivation from someone. And there can be literally infinite ways to motivate yourself. I just told you my long-term goal, and other things that can motivate me are like changing the life of my family. I've seen my family struggle and I want them to enjoy their life, get the best out of the days they're left with. And I need to work for that. I know that the only path to achieve that is by working on myself, improving myself, so I can also improve the people around me. You get it, right? So I just want to tell you this, that instead of looking for motivation in any external thing, in a YouTube video or something else, you should build that motivation inside yourself internally. Because once you have that on your mind, once you have that motivation inside yourself, then you don't need any other source for that motivation. You get me, right? And even stuff like, fear can be a source of motivation for you. For example, you don't want to live a mediocre life, like everyone just wastes their life in different stuff. You don't want to be someone like that. You don't just want to live a life, you want to build a legacy, right? So the fear of living a super normal life can also be a source of motivation for you. And even I've seen people change, and not even change, completely transform their life just because of, a heartbreak. And being honest, this thing can literally ruin lives. Because if you get into that downward spiral of becoming worse every day, then it can literally fuck up your whole life. But if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're not one of those people who just get into that downward spiral of becoming worse and worse and worse every day. You might be someone who's just stuck in that cycle of 2-step up, 2-step down, 2-step up, 2-step down. And you really need to get out of that, because it's also a trap. But you know what? Some people just choose the way of success. They just get a lot of negative energy from this heartbreak and just put that negative energy into that one thing they want to make big. If you just concentrate those negative emotions and use all that energy to become better in your life and do best at whatever you're doing, then let me tell you, it's gonna make you the best version of yourself. And if you don't believe me, just try that. Recently, I have set this goal today only, that I want to help 100 families within the next 2 or 3 years. And this thing literally motivates me internally, because I can imagine that feeling of seeing people happy, and the feeling when people will come to me and say that, bro, you changed my life. I'm just getting goosebumps right now while recording this, literally. And if you get this same energy, and let me tell you, I didn't have this goal for too long. I just set that goal today only, and it's motivating me a lot right now. And I know these type of things motivate me the most. And if you get something like that in your life, that you want to help other people, you want to help your family, and you want to do something, you want to make a big impact, or it can be anything, or maybe everything, just compile everything, just write it down somewhere and paste it somewhere where you can see it every day. Or it can be like as simple as pasting some pictures of imaginary stuff that you want to see in your life in the coming years. And you might say that, hey bro, you're just talking about, and some people might say that this manifestation shit doesn't work, but trust me, it works. It doesn't do any magic or stuff that you'll get everything magically in front of yourself, but it shapes your brain in a way, and it shifts your mindset in a way that you start working towards your goals, and you start working the right direction. And lastly, I just want to say that if you find something that motivates you, no motivation videos, or you don't need something from outside, you don't need something external. Everything is going to be inside yourself internally. If you really apply what I just said, and you're really getting what I'm saying, then I bet you're gonna succeed in life and you're gonna achieve your goals. Just focus on becoming a better version of yourself every single day. Start doing the right things with consistency, with discipline. And if you do that for a few years, you'll succeed. That's not something super complicated. It's simple, but it's hard. I just want to wish you the best of luck for whatever you're doing in your life right now. I believe in you.